Welcome to this training. This training is a sequence to this my training I did on how to write movie script on mobile phone and on computer. Okay, I did this course. Um, I taught script writing from basic to advanced, how you can format, how you can get an idea and turn that idea into a full-blown movie, how to make a treatment, how to also make a breakdown of the treatment, and how to finally, sequence it or format it for movie or for the screen. Okay, because we write for screen. Today we're going to look at how to use Final Draft for our script writing, because Final Draft is a professional software. So first of all, what you want to do is to install Final Draft, and I believe every one of you already have Final Draft installed. But if you have not have Final Draft installed, then you have to go and get it and install it. If you want me to get it for you, and I can also get it for you, Final Draft in your Windows system. You can install in your Windows system. Okay, so let's dive into the Final Draft. Okay, so when you first of all open your Final Draft, this is what is going to welcome you with. So here that you see here is telling you how the script writing is going to look like. And you see the color did, but we're not going to add this most color. Then they do plotting. They plot also. Final Draft you can also plot in Final Draft, but that is for advanced plotting. Okay. So here tells you on board, it's telling you story mapping, so it does collaboration, it does alternate dialogue, all these, and these are using Final Draft 10. They have Final Draft 11 and they have Final Draft 12, but are using Final Draft 10. So if you're requesting for the Final Draft, what I'll be giving you is the Final Draft 10, okay? And please, it's not going to be free. It's not free, okay? And to get it, you can email me at udokofranklin@gmail.com. I'll put it on my screen, on the screen, and also you can also WhatsApp me, and you can also WhatsApp me. So to get the full course, I'm going to put it in the description below, that you can have the full course for this training. Okay, so now we're going to go into done, because we want to really see our interface, then see how we can work with it. We'll click done. Okay, so we'll wait for it to load. So now it's loading a story I've been working on. Okay, so this is story that I've been working on. Okay, and I've done how many things? One, two, three, four, five. I've done four. I'm working on the fifth scene now. You see that, let's start from here. Here tells us about the scene number that we're working on and what we have already worked on. So this giving you a breakdown of the scenes that you've worked on. Okay, so uh yes, the heading, which is in the scene 4, because I think scene 4 is tick, scene 3 is tick. Now it's saying that scene 4, scene this, um the details of the scene. There is no title here, but we have everything. And if I want to do something, I can summarize this thing here. So this is scene, this is script note, which is if I'm writing a script note for production. So you can do script note here for production. You can do characters. Okay, so these are the characters. All we have all the people in the movie, the character names I've written. I did man, I did a woman, I did man two, man three, then all, because they have dialogue that they render in a particular sense. There is, like, they were portraying this lady, and they get to this bush structure, and that bush structure, they started talking to themselves about where they can locate this girl, this person that they are looking for. So it's a story that my friend gave to me to work on. So I'm working on it for him. So uh, that is that. So let's open um a new template to work on. And to do that is to come to new. You see this new, to come to new, click it. If you want to work on a new structure entirely. So we are opening a new stuff. So when you open your new stuff, this is how it's going to arrange for you. Scatter like shift it to the ending, then bring your notes here, your scenes, everything. And the next thing you want to do is to drag this to the middle. Now I have one already open, so you see this one is already open here. So I can be working on this and at the same time going to this and work. So I'm going to close this because for now I've already saved it. So if I close it, I can go back and reopen it. It's going to open on my workflow. So let me expand this. So I've expanded it, but it's not giving me. It's giving me what I want, but it's going to be entering inside this. Okay, so okay, let me just shift this and make this smaller here so that I can actually work what I want. Okay, so around there, I'll leave it there. So we're going to explain each some of these things that you're seeing here because it's very important that you know most of the things. Now, all this formatting, you don't have to touch them again because final draft and set text, even your fading basic, they already have set the formatting for you. They already set every format. This is just of your writing format like bold. They have they have that, but I think there is no bold. But there is no reason why you want to do anything bold. I don't think why you want to do anything bold. Okay, so you're writing your script, you want to let it plain and let it go. So we're going to see from here is to convert your PDF save to PDF and open normal computer tense, open a new Canva or a new place that you want to work. This is to open your script that you've been working on. This is to save it. And when you save it, you're saving it as a final draft document, which is FDC document, FD document. So you'll be saving it as a final draft document. Then here is to print. You want to print, you print out if you have your printer connected to your system. Then here is to save to PDF, like you do a PDF, then send it across to other people to read it online as a soft copy. Then here is to check spelling errors. And so here is to check words familiarity. You know, if you have some words which are synonyms, you can check it. Maybe you wrote a very big word that you want to find a simpler word for it. You can check, you can see that out. Here is your copy and paste. Here is your copy. Here is to cut, and here is the paste. Here again, copy. This two that you're saying is for copy. This one is to cut. And here, if you did something you don't want to do it, you can undo it. You can redo it, and here is your title. It's very advisable that when you're writing your script, you always have a title. Okay. By the time you're printing, when you're working, you might not see the title, but when you're working, you definitely see your your title. Um, you print your title out. Okay, so this we're going to look here is the main thing for your script all year. For those who have the course, here is where we have our heading, our action, our parentheses, our we have our transition and short and so forth and so on. So here is where we have all those stuff. Yes, that you get so is very simple if you get the course. It is simple for us. And so here is onboard, switch to onboard details. So I don't know, we don't need that. Okay, so for what we need is just we need from year to year because that is what we're using as a beginner. So I'm not going to be doing all these for now as an advance. I'll be doing this for beginners. So also for advanced, you can also use it. I don't see though we're going to be touching this later on. We're going to be touching all these in our more advanced section for those who want to get one-on-one class with me. We'll be doing that, okay? And so let's go to this our home. We are in home. So let's go to file. Let's see what file has for us. And file, we see you can create a new template. A new from template. If you have templates that you've already structured, then you can be working from that. And these things as you have those open, you have those save, you get the backup because I advise you to always get a backup in case something happens to your main work you're working, always get a backup. Then this is your export. This export is the same thing as you are saving to PDF or you want to save to other formats. Okay, there's some formats you might want to use in your edit. You might save it to that. Then this to preview your print. We're going to see that by the time you finish writing, you preview your print also. Then this edit, we're going, and this is just like a cut your paste and some other things. Then your view. So let's go back to home. So the first thing I want to advise you to do is to create a working title. For now, I I want to create a story for my head. Okay, I'll just be writing a story. But for those of you who already have the course, you know how to get your story and work on your story. So I want to just write something that is on my mind, and we're going to click title. Then the title window will open. This is a title, very simple for us to use. Then you're going to come here, change the title. I'm going to change this title to, there is one story I want to write, uh, Blood Bible. So I'm writing Blood Bible, it's written by, then you put the name of the writer. My name is, like you already know, my name is, okay, so by, I can see that by, enter, by Franklin Udoko. Okay, so that's my name based on, okay, based on any story, but I'm going to based on, please don't mind me, based on Holy Spirit inspiration or Holy Spirit inspiration. So you can write anything, or you can like inspiration. And most movies you watch, in American movies that you watch, the Hollywood movies, I use the word Hollywood and Hollywood. Only movie that you watch, most of them are written out from a novel that they took, they buy, or they partner with the writer, they work on that novel and get their idea. And those stories, in that case, you're going to put it based on so novel by so person. Okay, so at the end of the movie, they might put it. This is based on true life story or based on so thing by person. So having done that, we've already done the title. Let me move this art into this side. We've done the title. Now let's go back to, okay, so this title. I'm going to go down. Let me see. Yes, this is what I'm looking for. So, as a scriptwriter, you need to put your address and your phone number. Let me say I'll put my WhatsApp number for those who really want to reach me on WhatsApp. I'll put my email up and put my WhatsApp number. So, if you want to reach me on WhatsApp, this is my WhatsApp number. If you have any question, you can ask. Uh, this is my WhatsApp number. And if you want to email me, you can email me. Okay, you can email me at email at udokofranklin at gmail.com. Gmail.com. So you can personally email me at this. This is WhatsApp. WhatsApp. So you can do that. And for those of you who want to follow us on YouTube, you can follow us on YouTube. Very important. I love this at Universal Ray. Universal Ray Studio. Okay, so when you follow us on YouTube at Universal Ray Studio on YouTube, then you see most of our calls. Like we have the one on editing, we have the one on basically what we have there is an editing, and we have graphic design and so many. So you can learn something for free. But if you really want to do one-on-one course, you can WhatsApp me or email me, and we'll do a one-on-one training. So what you want to do again after doing this, you have to save. Very important. You see, we have not saved this script, so it's blank. We have not saved anything, so it's blank. So I'm going to close this. First I'll go to file, close this stuff, close this, then go back. You see, it is untitled. So what I want to do, I'm going to save it. It's Control S on your Windows, then on your Mac is Command S. Okay, so I'm going to save this as Blood Bible. Blood Bible. Okay, so it's a story that, so this is, it has changed to Blood Bible. So the first thing you want to do, originally, we'll go back to home, so I'll be showing some things. So first of all, this is the scene heading. I'm not going to do more of, I'm not going to explain what scene heading is or what these elements are, because these are elements. I'm not going to explain them much in this video. I'm not going to even touch them at all. What I'll be doing is I'll just be working on them. You can go and get that course because that course I explain details on how you can be able to write formats and everything that we're doing here. I explain it. So to get that course, the link is I'll be putting in the description below for you. So this again is a sequence to that course so that those who want to write with their laptop can actually get access and write with their laptop easily. So the first thing you have is the scene heading. So originally, if I click inside here, my scene heading is already active. Okay, so I can say okay, blood. I don't need my cap lock to be on. I don't need capital letter to be on. Originally, it's going to set everything the way it's supposed to be formatted because the language has already been programmed on this software to understand everything that I'll be writing. Okay, so I want this thing to be est, and that means int exterior. Okay, in script we have the int and the interior and the exterior. And so this exterior mean outside, interior mean inside. So the next I want to write is butch. Okay, or let me say thick forest. I'll use the word uh thick forest. Okay, so I'm going to use thick forest for this. Then I'm going to be putting this as night. Okay, because I want to write a story as a now. If you come to this side, it has already given this name of everything. That's saying this is my heading. My heading is this. So ninth. I can put time, but let's say I'll put night. I can let me just turn it to evening. Okay, but if I'm using night, it's gonna be thick nine. But if I'm using evening, for me, this is for advanced. Okay, I'll be writing evening since it's an advance for those who are new. You know, in our training, if you've gotten the course, I didn't use evening. I only use day and night. But now I'm using evening because my evening time, I might put it here also as a bracket. I'll put around 8 p.m. Okay, so 8 p.m. Okay, so enter. Now, if we watch our element, it now change to action. Okay, so I will write the action that I want to take. Um, let me just say that scene open or use a camera or shot. Let's say shot. I'm not going to explain this shot here. Shot opens, 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 showing showing a hand holding a Bible. The Bible stained with blood, stained with blood. The hand is life, lifeless. Okay, um, lifeless. So that can be my intro. The next I want to go to then lifeless to soft, soulful, soulful, musical tone is playing in the background. Okay, so in the background. So I've already tell this story of so I've done something here. Then the next day I want to go. By the time if I enter, I don't want to do this class quick for those who actually don't know how to use it. You press enter on your keyboard or return on your MacBook or whatever it might call in your system. When you press enter once, it go down once, press enter again, it brings out this menu. By the time you press enter twice, it brings down this menu. Now you might decide to say I want character, I want to put character. Character simply means the name of the person, but in this scenario, I actually don't need to to see anybody speak anything. Okay, so that is why it's blank. If I want somebody, I might just say VO, VO. Okay, I might say VO, enter. By the time I enter, what it show, look at here. Here it shows, if you click here, at here, this element says its character. By the time I enter, the element change to dialogue. Now what is dialogue? Dialogue is the communication you want to do. You want your actors or your character to say. Okay, so I'm going to use this voiceover, like, let me just say, my words are life to who find those who find it. When you find it, keep it, cherish, cherish, cherish it, and pass it, pass it on to others, and teach, and teach them how to use it. So now now don't forget, always save Ctrl S. I've saved again, so it has saved. So by the time you enter on your keyboard, enter once. When you enter once, it tells you, do you want to do action? I don't want to do action. Okay. So if I want to do another thing, I might tell him I will click inside. I might use parenthetical, or I might say I want transition. Okay. And in our course, we explain what parenthetical is. We say that parenthetical are the reaction of the actors. And also, we talk about transition, which we explain more in details. That transition has to do with how the editor has to work on the movies. Okay, and I explained to you the different transition we have. But in this session, let's say I'm kind of done with this. I might do something like fade to black. Okay, fade to black. I might do something like this as a transition. Um, So this is how you can use your final draft to work on your script. By the time when you finish writing this thing, what is seen is see that it has ended. You're not going to write any other thing again in this particular scene. This scene is finished. When you click enter, watch what happened. It changed back to your scene heading, telling you that you want to do a new scene heading. Okay, so I think this we save when I finish this whole script that I want to work on. I've not plot it. Okay, I've not plot it, but I'm going to plot it. I'm going to write the treatment, then I'm going to also um break it down then before I start formatting it, because your final draft or your set test or your fading basic, these are formatting software. But what you need to know is that you need to know how to write. You have to know how to write. Very important, how to write movie script. See, on paper, on your smartphone, and on your computer. It is not all about just take, okay, I know about the software, it's Final Draft. I know about the software, it's Cetex. I know about the software. If I want to use on my mobile phone, I can use Fading Mobile or use Dump Script. Yes, but if you don't know the fundamental of script writing, you will not be able to write effectively. You need to know the fundamental of script writing. You need to know it. Please know the fundamental of script writing. And in this course, we teach about these are the things we teach about in the course: script writing versus screenplay. What are they? We explain details. I did a very thorough work on it. and I talk about the types of script and their importance, the types of scripts and their importance, so you can get this course and call, email, and you get the course. Think about the app for script writing and formatting, because there are apps for script writing. There is a section called script writing, there's a section called formatting. You need to know what is writing and what is the formatting all about. So we touch on that, and also how to get story for your um screenplay. Okay, we touch on how to get story for your screenplay, and also how to develop an idea into story for screenplay formatting. We touch on that, and we touch on break down your stories and creating subplots. We I did that, and how to overcome writer's block. Very important, because most people say, "I my brain is blocked, I can't write." So we did that training as well. Then lastly, at least not last, okay, how to format your screenplay using fading basics. And now I just show you how to format your screenplay using Final Draft. Okay, how to use your Final Draft. So by the time you watch this video and you get our course, click the link below to get the course and go to the course, come back to this video, you get to understand how this whole thing work. Okay, again, when you get the course, you fully understand this whole thing that I just did, this little thing I just did is somehow complicated. Most people might not understand it, but when you get the course, you understand better. Okay, there's one thing I've not touched. Okay, before I sign out, I'm going to touch that on how to export your script. So, how to export your script, like I say, you can come here and click save as PDF, then later go and print. Okay, because if you save it as a final draft document, let me show you what it looks like as a final draft document. Go to my document. uh, if you want in your computer, you can go to your document and you see your final draft and documents. Go to your document. I save it here. So this what it will look like. FDPS. You cannot print it except the person has this same PDF or final draft in the system. That's the only way you print it. So the best way for you to print is to save as PDF. So you can read it in your phone. You can send it to somebody to read it before you print it. They do that correction and send back to you. Okay, or you can print it and keep it, or print it. Please don't send your soft copy to somebody that want to buy your script. Go and meet the person one on one and show him the script. Let the person see the script. Okay. And very important, don't give your person your treatment. In the course, you will understand what treatment is. So if you want to save, you go to PDF, click it, and it's going to tell you want to save. So I'm going to save this as PDF, and I think PDF, and we can save as the Blood Bible. Okay, I will save Blood Bible for me working. I'm still working on it. So save, and it will save for me. It's just one thing. I will be quick. Okay, so I think it's save and opening, but let's see what happens. Okay, it says save. Okay, so document. So I've already saved it. Let me see. I think there is something. Okay, so I've saved it already, and I'll go and look where it's saved. No, let's look for it. Blood by, okay, so this is it, Blood Bible. So I'm going to click it to see if our title will also be added to it. Okay, we wrote title different in a different page, and we did not go back to title to export it. And let's see if by the time we have exported this, if our title will be active also. So it gave us two pages. It gave us two pages, so you see it. This we have two pages. So the first page is actually our title page. So if by the time you're printing like this, you have everything. This is my email. In case you want to reach me, you can reach me on this email. And this is my WhatsApp number. And also you can call me. I will pick. If you call me anywhere you are in the world, I will definitely pick. If you email me, if you WhatsApp me, I will answer. And if you go to YouTube, check our studio name and you will see. So this is just what we did as our script. So I hope you've learned something in this training. And please, again, if you want to get the full knowledge of this training, please go and get the course. The course is very affordable. Okay, by the time you click the link below, you will see the price of the course. You can pay anywhere in the world you can buy, because we're using an online platform that is um safe, secure to do marketing. Okay, so you can just go there and get the course. God bless you. See you in other videos.